No one has arrived yet, but we're going to start this as usual with a few very general pick-a-cards, okay? So that when you catch it on the replay, you can get something for you, like an answer to something. What do I feel like I want to read on today? How are others viewing you right now? How are others viewing you right now? And when I say right now, I mean like in this past week, okay? How have people viewed you? Oh, look, my notification just went out, so I guess people didn't even know I was live. Why does it wait so long to notify people? Oh my goodness. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 3 groups. Pick a number. If you chose 1, people are viewing you, and this is only in the past week, as lovely, very lovely, with the 9 of Cups. Pleasant. You may have been in a better mood. Hello. Please say hello when you're entering the room. I would love to know who's here. You can totally talk to me. You don't have to just, think that this is only for paid readings. If you want to ask me a question about spirituality or your ascension or about anything metaphysical, go right ahead and do so. If I know or feel guided to respond, I definitely will. If I have no idea what you're talking about, I will not. Okay, I'll never talk about anything I don't know about. If you are interested in the paid reading option, go to the description box. It will tell you, what to do, how to pay. No super chats, please. Make sure that you are paying through PayPal. Remember, it's 25 Canadian dollars. So if you're paying in American or a different currency, it's either going to be more or less. Hi, Jalen. Hope you're doing well. So until I get some takers, some people who want a reading, I'll be doing some pick-a-cards, very general, just to start, okay? So the question I asked was how people are viewing you, and I'm speaking as of lately, okay? So within the past week. Group 1 was, 9 of Cups, lovely, pleasant. They could be feeling, this vibration around you that is more in a receiving state, like attracting, you're attractive, you're attracting in. Definitely going to be viewing you very positively. Now, if you chose group 2, how are people viewing you? Very sharp, very direct. Hello. Hi, everyone. Please say hello. Thank you for saying hello. They don't tell me who's watching, guys. So if you don't say something, I won't know you're here. Ace of Swords, very direct. Very direct. You may have even said something to somebody recently in this past week where it's like, wow, what the hell was that, You could have, it's not about raising your voice, but you could have delivered a message or said something to someone where they really were taken aback by it, or you could just be more sharp-tongued. I'm really feeling like you said something recently to somebody in the past week that was a bit direct. And maybe it's that you don't usually come across like that. So it's, they took it as a shock. Or maybe someone just doesn't know who you are. But I just feel like there may have been a really weird, bizarre communication moment with somebody in the past week. I am hearing the word a little out of line. So it's not that you felt that, but maybe the person on the receiving end did. If you were gravitated to group 3, how have people been receiving you, or how have people been feeling about you in, the past week? Okay, nice, good. Just like this, 9 of Cups, optimistic, bright. Someone may have viewed you or just had met you for the first time or saw you somewhere and you kind of had this light around you. You were exuding a very high vibration. But it could also be that there was something new about you. You came in kind of with a new look, a new attitude, or I don't know, just being received very well. Could have noticed your smile. You've been smiling more often. You've been more happy. Maybe you've done something recently in the past week that was different, unique. Not too bad with these three groups. Not too bad. Let's see. If there's anything anybody wants to ask me about spirituality or ascension, ask me. You may be shocked as well too that people who are also in the room may start talking, and then you may not feel alone. So it's always gonna be the best opportunity. If you've been feeling something, if you've been feeling like, like confused about something spiritual wise, bring it up, because, a lot of people have connected through my chats here, in the live, just telling other people, hey, you're not alone. I've been going through that too. What should I ask next? General, pick a card. They're paid readings. I'm just doing general ones until people get here, because sometimes it takes a while for people to get here. Can people feel disconnected from you when you level up, even if you don't say anything? Yeah. Okay, so that's going to happen, butterfly. That's going to happen. And that's happening on Earth now more than ever. So when you elevate frequency-wise, or if you go in any kind of different direction frequency-wise, the people in your old timeline will not be allowed to be interacting with you, okay? You may see them from afar, you may work with them, but you won't be able to get together. A lot of you should start really paying attention, because if you have that awareness, you will notice that this has actually been happening for many people, including yours truly, over the past 2 years. There's become like this energy field of separation. It's been happening through friendships, family members, like environments that no longer align. You will be taken off your timeline and put onto another one where the other people will not be joining. This will become more and more apparent next year. Okay. Like, you guys really, as a person who, considers themselves somebody who can see, I saw 2026 being a very pivotal year where, it's like you're getting on a train, and it's like, all aboard, we're leaving. So you're going to find there's going to be a lot of shakeups in 2026, but it will be that final liftoff. And you're not coming back. Okay. You're not coming back. So, there will be other trains at the I'm speaking symbolically here. I hope you guys understand. There will be other trains at the train station with the people that you knew at one point, and they will be going their way too. Okay. So the split is, going to become a lot more defined, almost even permanent next year. So it is going to be a year to watch. And I actually did get another message. This was actually in my Patreon video. I gave a few brief predictions, world predictions that I actually don't mind giving here. 2026, if people have not awakened as of yet, and I mean like not so much about the world, but to themselves, if they haven't like awakened to themselves and they're not even on the journey, 2026 would be that final year. It's that last call. Okay. I'm sorry, but after that, like, you're gonna get stuck on the lower timeline. Okay. A lot of you may be really scratching your head saying like, what the hell is this girl talking about? Let me know if you know what I'm talking about. Hi, Chitra. Hi, everybody. Now, since in ascending, I found it very hard to connect with people in general. I'm feeling everything, and it's lots of souls are, yeah. Hi. Is it Eli? I don't know how to pronounce. The day after paid reading revealed that my roommates hated me. My female counterpart ate my food. I don't know what's that about. I don't understand the whole eating someone else's food. As a person, honestly, who has a lot of awareness, I really do believe there's something to that. Like spiritually, like it's almost like, when you walk in someone's house energetically with your dirty feet, or like you're using somebody, or you like project onto. I feel like the eating the food is also something like that too. It's crazy. And she didn't know it was mine and didn't say sorry. Mind you, the only groceries in fridge is mine. Not a question, just want to let you know that there was one of your readings for Patreon where you felt the urge to say happy birthday, and I picked up how when I heard you say it, I checked the upload date, and it was my aw. You see? Do you see how timelines are existing all at the same time? And that's what I always tell people on my Patreon. Like, I don't care if you're finding this video in the future. This is for you. So you just proved that. You just proved that, Rory. And thank you for supporting me over there. I really appreciate it. Because honestly, guys, a lot of you don't know this, but YouTube is not going to cut it, okay? And this is why most people have to start those separate things. So it's not like I'm trying to be, like rude to people. Or you're just not going to make money if you're just on YouTube, okay? So it's kind of like your livelihood. So when I do have people saying like they're out of here because I put something behind a paid wall, like just go, like get gone. Because I guarantee you, if I was to throw it back on you or that person saying that, and I said, well, you're going to put your money where your mouth is, and you're going to go to work tomorrow, and you're going to tell them that you're doing it for free, I promise you, I bet my life on it, you would not do it. Okay. So, just don't think when I do stuff like that, I'm trying to like be selective or, segregate people. It's not that. It's my livelihood. Or then I can just close this and go do something else. You know what I mean? Hi, Mercedes. What do you mean? I guess I lied. I'm here. What does that mean? But deaf in a good way. Impressive. Oh my God, you're always accurate. The universe is forcing us out of our comfort zone and challenging the F out of us. Yeah, but don't you love that? I don't know. I guess it takes a particular type of person to be cool with that, but you will move into a being or a state of energy where you're going to love it. You're going to love being challenged because you know what comes after you achieve the challenge, and it's always abundance and it's peace. Okay, it's more than one thing. It's abundance and peace. Those are the two things that usually come with it. So like, you're like, let's go, let's do this. Like bring the challenges. And honestly, if you're being challenged, consider yourself, a blessed one, because there's a lot of people out there, they haven't been, it may not be a part of their soul journey to ascend. It's either that or they're choosing to look the other way, but they're not fixing anything in their life, okay? It's just festering, and it's a constant state of pattern. So consider yourself blessed that the universe is like, here, take this challenge, do something with it, and then because not everybody gets that. They just don't. It's really a blessing to be on this journey. Like, you will obviously go through, the stage of, thinking it's torture and punishment, but you will very quickly, start to really become proud of yourself. Like the fact that you're even like, look at me, look what I can do. I can transmute, I can heal, I can do it on my own. I just have to look within. I don't have to look outside of myself. Like I am so powerful. And that's what you get. You get that power that was never taught to us, okay? You start to understand it. You realize it was there all along. It's just amazing. Definitely challenged, but worth it. What do you think the spiritual meaning was of her intentionally eating my food? I don't know, but I feel like there's something there. I'm not going to really think about something like that unless it's brought up, which you just brought up. But, like I have seen stuff like that before. And I just don't think that it's random. I don't believe anything is random, to be honest. Hi, the Ignite Blue. I've been eyeing your live notifications for that reading. Have you been getting the notifications? Like, how is that going, guys? Are you receiving notifications? Because a lot of people are not. And, you know, I understand people are busy, but I just wish people would come and search for me on YouTube, because I get people all the time are like, are you going to post? And I'm like, what do you mean? I've been here consistently every week, sometimes posting twice a week. So, but people forget, you know, they don't come and check up on you. I just wish people would, because they would see I've been here the whole time. Thank you to everyone who's liking this video. I really appreciate that. By you doing that, it just pushes it out so that more people can find me. Please don't ever underestimate the power of liking a video. I know some people don't like to do it, or they just forget to do it. It's really important for the creator, guys. You know, there's a lot you can do as a viewer, and it's free, you know, even commenting, guys. Like, a lot of times I see you guys on my lives and I'm like, I've never seen you. Like, I don't recognize you. And I just wish like I could see you on my videos. I would love to hear that the video is resonating with you. But I understand, like, you know, only do it if you're guided to. But sometimes the reminder is good too, you know? I'm just going to go over there and see if anybody's paid. You know, let me know also. I don't mind talking at all. I love talking. Has anybody joined my second channel? So I'm going to be going live there once a week, most likely Wednesdays. I'm going to put my second channel in the thing here so that you know. If you ever want to just talk about anything like spiritual, I'm going live over there. I won't be doing it over here. This is my second channel. Oops. Let's just, this is my second channel. There we go. You're the first one tarot reader. Wait, hold on. I've been subscribed for years now, and only when I lost my job, I started getting notifications. Oh, so you probably needed to hear maybe what I said in a particular reading. That's not random either. You're the first one tarot reader I saw on YouTube last year, and now I'm hooked. I always waiting for your post. Really? Hi, Chitra. I guess I do get notifications. You're very talented. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You've been right about my life in various readings. That's amazing. What do you guys like the most out of like a category? What happened here? Is this not working? What do you like the most? Like, do you like love readings? Do you like, what do you like? Okay, no one's paid yet. Let me know so I can go over there and check. Do you like, you know, I tried doing like, what they call them, collective readings. That wasn't working too well. Nobody really liked that. Love readings, personality readings, general random readings, everything career and love. Do you find when I do my readings though, do I get too specific? Sometimes I feel like I'm too specific in my readings. Like it's going to be harder to resonate with everybody. I don't know how to do general. I just don't. You know, guys, to be honest, when I'm reading, I actually pick up so much. I hear so much. I actually refrain sometimes from being super detailed. I know some of the things I've said in some readings are just so precise with like names or whatever, but that's how I am. I don't know how to be general. I don't know how to make it like apply to everybody. So if my readings are not resonating all the time, don't freak out, because I feel like I'm just too detailed. I'm not the kind of reader you're just going to click on, listen to for 10 minutes, and all you got out of it is like 2 things, Everything I say, love is popular, what people think of you, future. Personality, I love those. I enjoy personality and love relationship. I feel specialty is the key. I'm thinking about doing a reading today. I am a spirit worker and I would like a third perspective because I'm an insufferable skeptic towards my own spirit family. You get very respected, but you clocked me. LOL, a reading I watched the other day said you have a birthmark above your left. Do you see what I'm saying? That's super specific. Super specific. I mean, I don't remember which reading it was, but that's very specific. So yeah, like if you're watching my readings and you don't resonate with all of them, like just don't leave, okay? Not every reading can resonate. I don't know why people think that that's going to happen. It's just, it can't. And, honestly, I would love to post a lot more, guys, but this is energy work. And not only that, I don't just do this. I don't just do this. I have a lot of other projects that I do as well too. So I definitely have to like space myself out. And then there's that second channel, right? The second channel, which literally came out of nowhere. It literally came out of nowhere. I didn't really understand why. But that's the thing too. Like, I get it because, tarot was the start. It was a start. But really I was supposed to be on here for the ascension, helping people through it. There are going to be more people in the future who are going to find me as well too. So I understand starting that second channel. But really, I'm here to talk about the ascension. Tarot's fun and everything. But with me, you're never just going to get it about the ego. It's going to be about ascension. I'm going to, interject with ascension here and there. But when I started making my videos on my second channel and I saw the reaction, I said, okay, I'm needed over here. But tarot was just to dip my toe to get me, in. Patreon got very deep over on Patreon. I would consider it a lot more deeper than I go on YouTube, but then that second channel, they're like, you got to start talking to people. And I was like, what? I've got so much on my plate, Hi, Brenda. I've got so much on my plate. And I'm like, and that's the thing. When you work for Spirit, like they don't give 2 SHITs. They're just going to keep telling you like, now you're going to go do this. Now you're going to go do that. Oh, okay, you did that. Now you're going to go do this because, they use you that way, right? Like to help. And that's honestly what my soul contract was anyway. So they're not really doing anything that I didn't sign up for, but, it can get exhausting, and there's some other things they've been wanting me to do. I'm not totally comfortable with that yet. They are services, but I was like, in time, just relax, calm down. Cause you will have to tell Spirit that, like, just calm down. Like I'm only one person. But yeah, it's interesting. It's really interesting what like one person can do. It's a good thing, I'm not juggling something else with this. I couldn't imagine doing this and a regular job. How does it work for the live reading? If I want an answer to my question, should I send the payment through PayPal? Yeah, does it say that? It says it in the title, right? Go to the description box. Does it say go to the description box? Let me see something here. I can't see my own title. That's bizarre. Okay, I'm going to go heal your world. Yeah, you just go and then I'm going to go over there right now and I'll just let everybody know. I'll always read through the, like the list so that you know where you are, but I'll consistently read through it so that you know. I'm just so happy to see different people here because we usually have the same, which I love. But I'm glad that like new people like are finding or able to be here. That's really cool, you know, because I haven't seen, some of you look really new to me. Yeah, I haven't seen you. Come on, what's going on with this? Why is my internet like this? Seriously. Let me just turn this off and turn it back on. The internet for me has been so wonky since that shortage or that outage. You know that outage that happened with all those platforms? Ever since then, my internet has not really been working the best. It's just been so slow. Has your guys been too? Like, has your internet been slow? Because mine was. And there was nothing random about that outage. Just a FYI, nothing random about it. I'm just going over there. Give me time. I'm just going to check. Just gotta wait for the slow internet. Sorry, guys. Like, this is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Mine has, yes, strange. Okay, so that's interesting. The Wi-Fi in the neighborhood keeps getting cut out, which I'm worried about because my husband's stealing from me and I rely on cameras. What, your mom? Oh no, my roommate. Why did I read mom? Oh my goodness. This is, like, I'm gonna have to get someone's phone in the house because this is ridiculous. I'm still waiting. What in the world is going on? Seriously. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna get someone's phone because this is ridiculous. I need your phone. I can't get into PayPal. Is it that? Ridiculous. What? So what happened? What does that mean? There's something going on? What's that? Okay. Let me just log in through my phone. This is so unprofessional. Oh my goodness. Like, so it says it can't open the page because the server stopped working. What do they mean? This happened last time too. Okay, it's working on a phone. Hold on. Oh, is it here? Oh, it's working now. Oh my goodness, so unprofessional. Okay. Okay, wow, there's many. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm going to read through the list. Let me just get to activity here. Okay, I've got Yunma or Ellie, Gina, Garima, and Irida. Okay, let's go to Yunma first. Or Ellie. Recently, I've been dealing with a lot of challenges. Like, I was really sick, work was hectic, I didn't have any motivation or time to start something new or think about creating something new. I know I can't say like this. I need to change. Any guidance? What's going on? What's going on with her? What does she need to know? What does she need to know? Okay, before I speak, okay, I'm not even sure if I ask you this, if you're going to be aware of it. Have you healed something recently? You're getting a frequency up. Your sickness, I don't know what kind of sickness this is. What kind of, you're sick? I don't know here. I feel like there's the exhaustion. You're clearing something out emotionally. Are you going to even understand that though? Because sometimes we heal things and we don't really know. Where are you? Are you in the chat? Where are you? Because this, I feel like, is almost like an upgrade. You want guidance on it though, but everything looks fine. Okay, you want to know about creating something new. I can't stay like this. There's your creation. It's like right there. It's like the door. It's just right there. But I need to know something. Have you cleared something emotional or released something? Like, I feel like there's an upgrade, but through healing. But I don't know if you will have, you will understand that. Is everything okay? Is my chat working? Are we still live? Can someone say something to let me know that like the chat's still going? Because last time I thought I was reading to everybody and it was good to go, and then yet it was not even running. So can someone write something in the chat? Where's Ellie? Okay, Ellie, are you there? Where's Ellie? Okay, perfect, it's working. But I need Ellie. Because it looks like this is just more than what you think it is. And it's interesting because you're talking about that creating something new. It's right there. And it's right there too. But it's like there's something emotional. Ellie, where you go, girl? Okay, I don't know what's going on. Which one was Ellie? I don't remember. All's good. All is good. Protection. Call back your power and cut the cords. Soul retrieval. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about what? I am so lost right now. Is it Mercury retrograde? I have no idea what's going on. Okay, listen, I don't know where Ellie went, but to me, it's like, I just don't see anything like as a problem here. It looks like actually, your creation or this moving forward is just around the corner, but it looks like something spiritual is happening. Something spiritual is happening through these ailments or this chaos or whatever you want to say. You're releasing something. If it makes sense to you, like I kind of have a problem saying this because, you're mentioning here being work, work being hectic. What is it about the work that makes it hectic? Because, before I drew this card, I wanted to kind of ask you like what you do that makes the work so hectic, because it doesn't need to be like that. But I don't know if you're protecting yourself in your workplace, because I have a boss here and I don't know if, he's looking right at his boss here and he's like, you're putting too much on me. I'm tired. I don't know. I just feel like we have to redefine, I don't know, our position there or something along those lines. But simultaneously, there's also something else happening. They're kind of saying you have power in this, you have power. Alexandra, what do you mean by don't worry about it? Did you want me to go through the list again? I've got here, I'm on Ellie. Then I've got Gina, then Garima, and then Irita. Okay, so I'm not sure. So the guidance here is to, like, I feel like set boundaries, protect yourself. But I also feel like, you know, if you're speaking to like a cold, or like you're sick because you have a cold, I feel like something's being released. I think something's being released. And then once you recover from that, I feel like that creation is right behind you. It's right there. I think the chat is delayed because I'm getting these messages now that sound like they're from, what are we discussing? The amount of snow this Christmas? You have Christmas already where you're at and snow? Wow, where are you from? Anyways, so I think you should just, I feel like, be very patient, but also if there's something happening at work where you just feel like you're being burdened too much, you're being guided to call back your power, okay? There is something that you can do about this, but, you know, there's some form of operating that is not exactly aligned with your soul. So we need you to be retrieving, okay? Retrieving soul protection. This is not a time to be overgiving, okay? I'm gonna have to move on. I don't know where the heck Ellie went. I don't know where Ellie went. I have a weird feeling the chat is like delayed somehow or something. I don't know. Okay, let me move on. Okay, Gina. I'm trying to move forward on my life path. Do you feel I need to complete my life coaching certificate to be on the correct path to earn money? I know I want to help others, but I can't pin the specific area down. Okay, what do you want her to know about this? What do you want her to know about this? Wow, that's a great card to get right off the bat. Ooh, okay. You're gonna have like a stroke of some sort of unexpected luck. I'm gonna ask you a question here. This type of field you're working in, would you be doing it for a company, or would you be doing it independently? I need to know if you're there, Gina. Would you be doing or attempting to do it independently or working with someone? Independent. Okay. It does look with the Ace of Swords that you're going to achieve this certification. And see, I'm a little hesitant to answer your question because I don't think I would ever tell anybody that you would need a certification to move forward in life. You can move forward in life the day you choose to. The day you choose to say, yes, I'm going to move forward, you can move forward. But aside from that, so I can't answer that. I don't feel like it's right of me to answer that part of the question. What I can tell you, though, is that with the Ace of Swords, once you get this certification, there's going to be, I feel like, a lot of people seeking you. This is actually genius, okay? Genius. Give me a second, guys. I just gotta go over here. I gotta go over here. Just go into my own chat. Lots of where is this person? I just feel like I had to hide that person. I've got no, do not respond to anybody who's acting up in the chat. I will take care of them. You're on to gold. You're on to gold here. And you actually, with these cards, are, you know, definitely in a position where coaching would be, you know, ideal for you. Because listen, I'm sorry, but there's a lot of people who, you know, will go into these fields and have no business being there. Okay, I've seen it. I've seen it from like many different things. It's not even just about life coaching or whatever it is that you're doing. This is gold, okay? And once this happens, you know, abundance is going to be, you know, like you will do it smoothly. You will do it naturally. This is naturally what you should be doing. But this, you know, financially is definitely the right path for you if that's what you wanted to know. You will be brought together with people who, again, need you. You see they're coming to you. So listen, and even the exchange down here as well too. Now this also, and this is very good. Yeah, you're kind of like building a legacy here. Generational wealth, something you can do until you're 80. This is very fitting for you. I love you. Thank you so much. You are the best. I got chills. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm going to say something else now, okay? I know I didn't want to answer your first part of the question, but this does look like I can say this is the right path for you. So obviously, if you're trying to move forward, if you're doing things that would make you feel like you're on your right path, then that would automatically move you forward. But listen, you've got like some interesting, you know, with that Wheel of Fortune, unexpected blessings coming in. And this may be even more than just about money, Gina. This may even be a lot, you know, bigger than that. You know, you may meet Soul Tribe. You may actually, I see you like at a podium, you know, just making speeches, like, you know, working with others. It looks like, you know, you travel with people and you do conferences. I'm seeing this as well too. I'm seeing like friendships and that's why I was asking you, are you going to have coworkers? Because I see you getting together with other people who are doing the same thing, but like you're touring and then you're on stage and you're speaking, but it's like those people you're touring with, they become like family. Like this is Soul Tribe. So listen, you know, yes, and yes, right? Let's get like one more for you because this looks really great. I need one from here. What does she needs to know about this? Oh, thank you. I'm so happy, you know, you were able to get something out of it. Really happy. Let's get a card for you to wrap this up. Okay, before I show it to you, are you married? Are you married? Are you married? While I wait for you to answer that, I'm going to just go through the list here. Okay. I'm on Gina, then I'm going to Garima, Irita, and then Su Yun. Okay. You are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. This is also a 2. It's either that your marriage is going to get better, okay? Or there's a marriage with others. And I know that sounds very funny, but I'm telling you, right here and right here, I've got like very important people coming into your life through this new venture. And it will feel like a marriage. Like in the sense of like, you know, when you meet people who you feel like you've met or you've known forever, or you feel like there's something sacred here, it's like that. Because look, even here, you know, your people, your community, even here too. But listen, I don't know if you've also been wanting to support the family. This is going to help that. And listen, I don't want to make it sound, like an ego thing, but listen, we're still on this planet. The more money coming into the household will make us more happy. Maybe we can go do more things. Maybe we can go on vacation. Maybe we can go out to a dinner and not have to worry about how we're going to pay for it. You get where I'm going? So it's gonna maybe, like not only just benefit your marriage, but you will also be making and meeting, and creating very interesting, soul contracts with others. You will be kind of forming them. And I would never tell anybody that soul tribe is going to last forever, but with these people, it feels pretty like it's got longevity in it. Yeah. You will know these people. They may not be in your life forever, all the time, day to day, or, whatever. You may not see them all the time, but you will be like pen pals. I just feel like I'm meeting my people, but it comes through this line of work. And this line of work is very fitting for you. It's very fitting for you. Like I said, I don't want to talk about other people. I'm just saying, it's just not everybody, we have to try a couple times. Sometimes we don't find things that fit us. This feels like it fits you. Hi, Miss Seabear. I am. So I'm very excited for you. Let me know on an upcoming live, like in the future, how things are going. I would love to know. These are nothing but positive cards, a true calling with the Hermit, a true calling. I'll be right back. I just want to return the person that I used their phone. Hold on. Okay. You too. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I'm going to Garima, then it's Arita, and then Su Yan. So if you want to get in, I would do it now. That way you don't have to wait too long, because these lists sometimes they get long. Okay, Garima. I really like a guy called Deb. We were close friends at work. We liked each other years ago, but neither of us ever expressed our feelings. We are not in touch. If I reconnect with him, could we start a new chapter? Maybe as friends again or something more? I'm not sure if he'll open this. So when you say reconnect, are you talking about sending him a message? I want to be very specific here. Like, are you talking about calling him up, texting him? Yes, message first. Okay. How will this person respond if Garima reaches out? And how will they... Hi, Miriam. And what may come of it? What may come of it? How long has it been since you've seen this person? How long has it been since you've seen this person? Because yes, you may. No, it's open. I'm actually gonna try and stay for a while here, guys, today. As long as I don't get sick or feel tired, I'm gonna try and stay for a while. I'm gonna try. Oh, okay. I wanted to know because the cards are indicating a few things. First, before you do this, you need to detach. You need to really detach. You need to make sure you're going into it with no expectations. So ask yourself, okay, besides this reading, Ask yourself, how would you feel if you didn't get a response? Like at all? How would you feel? Secondly, I think this person's in something. I feel like I see it right here. I think they're in a relationship. I don't see, this is the thing with these kind of readings, when you ask these kind of, I don't want to be the one to stop you. You know, I don't want you to have the reading now and be like, I don't want to do it anymore. Like, I want you to do what you feel guided to do. I really do. I don't want to like sway you away from it, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like this person's with somebody. You may not even get a response. I don't think they may even respond. So I guess my question is have you thought about it enough? Like, and I mean with respect to like what the response may be like. Oh, okay, hold on here. Let's get more. Thank you to everyone who's liking the video. I really appreciate it. You see what I'm talking about? The curtain is closed. So you have to ask yourself, like, will you be okay if there's no response whatsoever? Because that's what I'm feeling. If you're okay with that, then go ahead and send the message. But I'm not feeling much energy-wise, Garima. Like, I don't even know how long I can talk about this for. Like, because there's nothing. There's nothing in energy. And I feel like there may not be a response at all. It could be like it goes unanswered. And I don't know how to continue the reading because I don't feel anything here. You know, the advice is more in regards to kind of like you and, you know, checking in with yourself. Like if you're 100% sure about wanting to do this, if you, or how you would feel if there was no response, like all of that. Yeah. I don't know. Grandma, are you there? Because it's such a short answer, I feel kind of bad. Is there anything else you want to just kind of briefly, what do you say? Okay, I am open to objection, but something guides me to it. Our bond was really deep. What do you know about his situation though? Like, do you know anything about his situation? Because I feel like he's moved on and he has like a family and stuff. And I don't think he's going to, you know, really feel the need to respond. You know, I don't know. Okay, no problem, Miriam. What does she need to know about her connection with him? Okay, that's, I feel like what's guiding you to want to reach out. I can see here, it was definitely sweet. It was a little surprising that it happened. It was like, it was a very sweet, shocking type of innocent love. You know, this is like just, it's affectionate. It's like we're sweet on each other type of thing. What else? So with the Hangman, I see here, things didn't play out as they should. It was kind of stuck in limbo. And maybe that's because with the Magician, there were certain factors of playing pretend, or we had to pretend like we couldn't act on it. You know, you mentioned it was at work or something. I don't know. I feel like with the Magician, it could have also been, you know, to elevate the both of your perspective. You're very important on the journey, but I don't see anything about, you know, being together. Yeah, Garima, I don't know. I can't draw any more cards on this. It's just even without the cards, for me as the reader, I feel nothing. It just feels like I'm stopped in my tracks. And I feel like that's what it would look like. Like when you send the message, it's either going to be that they respond and it will be very dry, or there's no response whatsoever. I don't know. I feel like the curtain's closed. Like, I don't know. I mean, if he's not responding, how can he be open to friendship? Okay, is he going to be open to friendship? I think he's with somebody, because this card makes me feel like there's some sort of like tradition, or there's like something like this is like the sacred matrimony, you know, like belief system in something. So it's like I'm blocked from being friends because I'm upholding a tradition. And I think I'm going to stick to what I said. I think he's married or he has a relationship or something. So in his head, it would be wrong. Whatever the block with the friendship, it's something like a belief system around, like, I don't know how to put this, you know, what's right and what's wrong type of thing. So, you know, listen, I could be totally wrong, you know, like go for it, you know, don't listen to me. But I'm not going to sit here and lie if I don't feel it. Okay. But you should still send the message. I think this guy is married or he has a family, or I don't know what's going on. There's something, I don't know. There's a reason behind him not wanting to respond. It's not you per se. It's like, but don't regret it. Don't regret it, you know, because if it was meant to be, it would have been. So just don't, that regret is always going to be a waste of time. It's always a waste of time. Okay, I'm going to Arita. I hope I'm saying your name right. Then Su Young, and then, not Su Young, Su Yun, and then Miriam. I would love to know who my life partner is if I have one. My name is Arita. Thank you, love. What does Arita need to know about her life path, or her life partner? What is up with all the pentacle cards? Okay, I have an interesting question to ask you. How do I ask this? Do you live outside of the US or Canada, or I don't know. I just feel like you find them or they're on the other side of the planet. I don't know how to explain what I'm seeing. I feel like they're on the other side of the planet. You do have a life partner. Hi, Ray. Arita, are you there? Are you there, Arita? Okay, you know what? I should not have asked you if you live in US or Canada. It doesn't matter where you live. Your life partner is on the other side of the planet. Where is everybody? More? Oh, what? No, I knew it. I knew it. They're not near you. They're far away. And sorry, I know far away can be talking about time. It can talk about, you know, well, yeah, time. But this feels to me like they're on the other side of the planet, like they're at a distance. Now, what does that mean? Like, we need more. Like, we need more here. I think this person comes into your life after some, I'm going to say it, great upheaval, but also some massive healing. Oh me, oh my. Great upheaval. They come in, like they're sent in at a very pivotal time in life, when you need them. Seriously, no joke. You're going to have to, I feel like, be ready for them. But it's almost like when you're going through the hardest time of your life and then this angel appears. This is what they'll be for you. But they are coming. I just feel like you're wrapping up some stuff, like spiritually in your life. Wow. Oh, wow. Arita, are you there? Give me more about this life partner. We've got belligerent. Don't worry. Relax. Let's see what else you get. Cards don't... FYI, cards are not like always to be taken so literal. You have to definitely also, as the reader, you can feel them in different ways. So they're not always like, you know, viewed the same way twice in two different like readings, okay? Oh, wow. You're saying my name right. Okay. Arita, I have a feeling that your stuff is like lagging behind. Like the chat room for you is lagging behind or something, because I said, if I was pronouncing your name right, like at least 8 minutes ago. Did you catch your whole reading? I'm telling you, you're in the balcony. Okay. All right. I think she's on the reading. Like there's a delay on her side. This person comes in at a very interesting time. Like you may go through something huge. You've got here public embarrassment and starving for attention. Like, I don't know what happens. I'm not even going to sit here and pretend to know what's going to happen. Absolutely not. I can't. There's no way I can create it in my head. But it is going to be, they did? Okay, so like, I guess I can shut up now. Like, this is like, you know, if you're getting this elsewhere, then yeah, but this comes after a major upheaval. Like, I don't know what you're going to go through. But listen, this could be even like an awakening of some sorts. Who the hell knows? But you've got belligerent, public embarrassment, and starving for attention. This could even be after maybe another guy that you date. You know, seriously, maybe you upgrade. He's your level up. This other person is your level up. Wow. That's wild. What does she need to know about him? Give me more. So to have the High Priestess here, you better believe you're going to have to, I feel like, go through some sort of ascension or awakening. She definitely, you know, learns her lessons deeply. Unfortunately, not always through, you know, the most funnest ways. But she gains awareness. And then after this rest, okay, this rest period, then they come in. But your person is definitely someone you're going to be building with. So they're not coming in, you know, as like a 2-3 year relationship. They're coming in to start a family. You will have a family with them. This may even be your lifelong partner, but they are not Yeah, her chat is behind. Her chat's behind. So yeah, this is they're not, and you may travel somewhere. I don't care if it's a day trip, I don't care where it is, but they could be a different nationality than you, or they could be on the other side of the planet in a different country, same nationality, but like they're in a different country. But wow. Give me 1 second, guys. I tell you, it must be really sad in life when you have to go on random people's lives just to cause chaos. Like, it must be really sad. Really sad. So this is what I'm getting for you, Farida. There's definitely a life partner. It's just, I think there's many different factors here. They're not, you know, anywhere near you, but they have to be coming in at a very important time in your life. And I do think you're going to go through something very deep, whether it's ascension, whether it's like, you know, another relationship. It will be great upheaval. I keep hearing it. There will be a point in your life, great upheaval, and then they just show up. But it's a beautiful time for them to show up. It's like a support system. It's beautiful. So yeah, that's what I got for you. Okay, let me go back here, guys. What a weird day. Such a weird day today, I tell you. Okay, I'm going to Su Yan. So Su Yan, then Miriam. If anyone wants to get in, you would be next. Hello, I'm Su Yan. I'm a spirit worker, and my spirit family consists of 12 of us. I would like a third perspective of our NJ whole and what I need to know. If you're not comfortable with that, that's perfectly fine. I could just do a regular reading for myself. No, that's fine. So what does she need to know? What does she need to know about the energy of her spirit family, or the family that she works with that consists of 12? Wow. Okay. That's quite the card to get. Oh, are you Su Yan? Okay, perfect. That is quite the card to get. That is quite the card to get. So I don't really know exactly what you're talking about, but I don't need to know. I guess my question is are these family, is this family, are they predominantly female? Like female type energies, like divine feminine energy? Because that's kind of what I'm sensing right off the bat. They are of the light with the Ace of Cups, but I feel like they work with portals. Portals and nature. The energy as a whole is very grounded, very grounded. Like, I can't even tell you how grounded this feels. They're all masculine, but they are in touch with their femininity. Okay. Well, I see it here, but I just feel like we've got either a good balance of feminine energy, or they connect to many females when they're working with them. Give me more. I feel like they work with people to move them out of this energy. Okay. They work with people to move them out of this energy. Can random people work with them? Like, so like what I mean by that is, could somebody, I don't know, in a different part of the world work with them or channel them or, you know, be helped by them? Because there is this, like, trying to help those move out of this energy. Also protection. Laughing behind your back. You know what's interesting about the energy of this family? Is that I feel like many people want to talk about them, but they are too scared to. People in general, like humans on this planet who are being helped by them, they want to talk about them. They want to make them more well known, but there's a fear. They're telling me, you know, we want to be, or not we want to be, but people are trying to make us known. People want to talk about us, but they have to deal with this. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? Because even with the World card, it's like they should be known. They will be known one day. One day they will be known. But I feel like the people who work with them want to talk about them. Maybe ask yourself, is that how you feel? Like, do you feel like that too? Like you want to put them on blast, so to speak? Like put them out there so that everybody can know about them? I mean, you're letting me know right now, right? But I won't laugh at you because I'm kind of like in the same kind of genre. Maybe if you went out there and talked to the average person who's not aware, they could get that, you know? They could feel this, like coming from those. I guess what I should ask you is, are they like famous, or are they just like, do they have a name? Like, you don't have to tell me, but just say yes or no. Like, are they known? Like, well known? Are they documented? Because I feel like people all over the world want to put them in the books or make them known. They are telling me that they will be known one day, very soon. Very soon, there's going to be people all over the world, maybe not many at first, who will start coming forward talking about them. And then they will eventually be known. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? But the overall energy is very grounded. I feel like they're here to help. They are of the light. They move in tribes. I heard tribes. They move in tribes, or they're here to start tribes or get tribes together, get people together. This is the other thing I heard. Does that make sense to you at all? That is interesting. Okay, just letting you know, I have Miriam next and then Julie. Does that make sense at all? Yes. Okay, see, I like this because you're being cryptic. And that's what I like. Guys, don't ever tell me too much. I like to work for my money, okay? As long as you understand what I'm saying, I don't need the specifics whatsoever, okay? This is wonderful. I say continue to work with them. But just know that you're probably not going to be the only one. And I think you watching, yes, you, Suyun, you will be connected in the future with others who are seeing them or experiencing them. You will be connected in the physical. So if you've ever been looking for your tribe, or it will be those, they'll be bringing you together with them. Let's get one last card. Let's get one last card. Let's get a card or a message for you. How about, are you okay? They told me, can I get a message for you from them? They want to give you a message from them, okay? It's not them, right? Like, that would freak me out. Are they Pleiadian? Are they Pleiades? Are they from Pleiades? And look at this. There's a bunch of them being lifted off the earth, like all kind of moving together, but they're like scattered. No way. No, no, no. Are you kidding me? Whoa. It says double mission. Channeling and uplifting humanity. So they're definitely for the good. They're definitely for the good. And they are working with the people who are here to uplift. But what did I tell you before? Remember when I got this card? I said they work with people to get them out of this energy. Hi, Jalen. Aw, thanks for thinking of me. What are you eating for lunch? I'm curious. I'm just going to leave that there so you can look at it, because that's like, and you know what? These lives are so damn magical. That's why I love doing them. Seriously, this is why I love doing these lives, because there's always something interesting happening. This is not a coincidence. And I just want you to know too, Suyan, I'm not going to be deleting this live. Anybody who's watching, if you're getting a reading, just know you can come and visit this as much as you want. It will never be deleted. A salad from Zaxby. I didn't feel like cooking, so I'll cheat for today. But is a salad cheating? I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, meat cheating, it would look like something totally different than a salad. Wow. I have nothing more to say. You know, I mean, where do we go from here, Suyan? There's nowhere to go. That's amazing. Thank you for being here. That was a very cool experience. Okay. All right. So we've got Miriam and then we've got Julie. Let's go to Miriam. I know you asked me in the section, the chat section. You're welcome. Okay, so Miriam wants to know, is Aziz and I over for good? I feel the soul tie. Be careful with the soul tie feeling. Sometimes, and I'm not saying you're wrong, sometimes it could be that you haven't learned exactly what you were supposed to learn. So they keep bringing him up energetically wise, because it's trying to get your attention. But the thing is, we're not aware of that. You know, we just think we're thinking about the person or we feel the person, but it's what the person represents as far as the lesson. So just be aware of that, okay? Is Aziz and her over for good? They just told me that this connection, hi Sophia, yes I am, and you would be soon, so you might as well get in. They just told me that this connection, it's really taken a toll on you, but okay, bear with me because I don't want to sound like mean. The reason why it may have also been so strenuous is because I feel like I'm not seeing it for what it is. And that's what causes more of the lack of energy or the frustration. There's things I'm thinking it's something else, but really it's something else. And I feel like I'm not confused, but it's what causes more stress. So just bear with me. They are soul family. You got that right. They are soul family, but I have a question, Miriam. Is this person with someone else? Are they with someone else? I'm just curious. That last reading was so cool, guys. I don't know if you were here for it, but that was so cool. I'm not sure. Okay. I'm not sure. Maybe work? I don't know what that means. Maybe work. There's something you don't see clearly about this connection. It's like your belief system about it is what is maybe sometimes confusing what it's there for. Like he's busy with work. He says there's no one else. Okay. Okay. That feels right to me. So don't worry about it. Okay. I just wanted to put it off the table. I feel like your belief system about this person or what this is kind of like shielding you or blinding you to something you can't see. What I will tell you, right now, it's not that it's over. It's more like it can't be because they're not in a state of being able to offer you or be with you in the way that you deserve to be. There's something lacking. Now, does that mean they can't ever be with you? No, but you know, when you get the divine timing card, you know what happens? It's basically spirit that decides. You are good friends. How does that work though? I'm just curious. So when you say if it's over, what does that really mean? Because now I'm confused. So if you guys are really good friends, were you once lovers? Like, I'm confused. When you say, is it really over? Because if you're still friends, doesn't that mean that you're in contact? But that's interesting, right? Because this is what it may remain. And yeah, you know, listen, I don't know. Maybe he's being truthful. You know, maybe he is trying to, you know, like, I don't know, build himself up. Maybe he has no time. But why is he saying he's too busy or he's busy with work? Like, I just, like, how busy is he traveling the world? Like, why is he so busy at work? Like, why would he not have time for you if he's busy at work? Like, what does that mean? Like, is this guy flying around the world? Like, what does his work look like? Does that make sense at all to you? Is there something that has happened? And let's take it down a notch. It doesn't have to be that serious, but is there something like, okay, so there's that right there. There's that. Okay. I would really want to consider, you know, stringing you along. I don't really like this card, even though I know it looks like a great card, because I'm like, why are you hiding it? What is he hiding? The fact that he needs to do intense shadow work? I don't know. Something feels weird here. Like, in the sense, like, it's my duty to tell you to actually, like, move forward. Like, I don't feel like being friends with him is doing you any good, because really you would love for it to progress, but he's not ready. But I don't like the whole, what you said about the unblocking and the blocking. I don't trust people like that. That looks to me like you're erratic with your emotions. And I don't know how to explain that, but even when I see people doing that who are not even like, we're not even lovers, we're just like random people we know, it's like, are you okay? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, you know, that tells me you're reactive. You know, you're a reactive person. And I don't know that I necessarily want to be engaged with that, because it's just, it's reactivity, you know, it's emotional reactivity. But that's what this could definitely stand for. But I don't think you deserve that, you know? So now I'm going back to this. Does that make sense? We've got an emotionally reactive person. Why is he putting you on block and unblock? Let's ask that question, because I don't understand. Why is he putting you, why is he doing that? What causes him to block you? What causes him to block you? Oh, you're putting fried chicken on it? On the salad? You're funny. What causes him to block you? I'm just very curious about that. Okay, I've got Julie after, and then Sophia. Oh, okay. There you go. There you go. He's emotionally reactive. He's not ready. This is all you're going to get. Acquaintance. I mean, it says trust, loyalty, and support over there, but I don't know about all that. I just feel like the acquaintance vibe. It's an acquaintance vibe. It's like, we're chummy. We're chummy. But really, he's not ready. It's like wrong timing. I mean, listen, he has the capability to step up, but I don't know. I don't know here. He's too in the energy of this. Not only that, he's a magician. So a lot of it is his belief system. A lot of it is his belief system. But he's wearing a mask. Yeah. And Four of Cups, I don't like. Contemplation, you know, he's being offered something. He's like, no, he's not ready. Definitely emotionally, but he's stringing you along. I think he does have feelings, but he's choosing to hide them. What he really needs to go do is some intense shadow work. So, you know, I could tell you what I think you should do, but like, you got to choose to do what you want to do at the end of the day. But I feel like if anyone was blocking and unblocking me, I feel like it would be time for me to depart. I would remove myself from this, because it's clear. you know, when someone's doing that. It's just clear. And this can even speak to that, you know, the blocking. You know, we're in the dark, you know, our backs are turned, we're not communicating. You need someone, if you're going to move forward with this, who can at least communicate, you know, at least communicate. So let's just get one card from you from this deck, just to see what, you know, they have to say about this. Let's see what this deck, don't go anywhere though. Let's see what this deck has to say to you. Like, what's the advice for you about this connection? Thank you to everyone who is liking the video. I really appreciate it. So you're being urged to wait, okay? Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. So this is not urging you to go towards the person. It's urging you to kind of stay in your own lane, you know, focus on your own life, live your own life. But, you know, it speaks to that divine timing again. There's nothing you will be able to do to urge or, you know, rush this along. Nature needs to take its course, and nature taking its course can look like people evolving, right? But what stops this person a lot of the time is their belief system. You know, they happily wear their mask, okay? Just like here, more comfortable in hiding emotions than, you know, being open about it, okay? I guess, you know, shadow work is needed. Now, will the person choose to do it? I don't know, but that's not your problem. And please do not put your life on hold in any sense, because if someone else comes along, I don't want you to be, you know, not, you know, at least, you know, going with it, because, you know, you'll be missing out on the lessons that need to be learned in that connection too. So I would urge you to pull back your energy, but that's just me, you know, that's just me. I feel like, you know, I would put this person in like a little toddler timeout, you know. Don't let them have, you know, easy access to you. Like, don't make yourself accessible to them. You know, for somebody to go do this kind of work, it's not going to happen with you there. This is why when people don't understand separation, you know, you can't do your work with this person around. So it's like they won't be able to do this work, you know, as long as you are, you know, reacting or feeding into them in a sense. Like when they choose to unblock you, then you are there, right? I would go missing. I would go MIA. I would not be reachable, but that's just me. Oh, that's amazing, Miriam. I'm so happy. Hi, Melody. Yes, it is. It is still open. Okay, Julie, general reading. Julie, are you there? So that, you're welcome. Are you there, Julie? Okay, perfect. What does Julie need to know or be aware of? What do you want to talk to her about? Okay, no problem, Melody. Ugh, sorry, I'm just yawning. You know, there's so much I want to say here. I just have to go very slow. First thing I want to ask you, is there someone trying to bully you right now in your life? I feel like someone's trying to take advantage of you. I don't want to jump and say it's a dude. I don't want to jump. I just want to put it out there. Your manager, okay, I see him here. Is it a dude? Is it a guy? Oh goodness. Is it a guy? I see this person there. I mean, it could be a woman. Yeah. This is a bit of a weird message. Like, because I just feel like, okay, are you guys around the same age? Are you guys around the same age? I don't want to even like put this out there like that. I mean, just listen. None of my readings are 100% factual. When you're booking, you should know that. You know, just don't take it for a grain of salt. It's for entertainment purposes only. I think there's a bit of some weird, like I'm annoyed. You annoy me, but I also like you. I like you, and I like you like that. Okay. But you also annoy me at the same time. So I'm not surprised with the odd behavior. Where do we go from there? Like, where am I supposed to go from here? Like, I don't know what you do about it. Like, I don't know what you're supposed to do about it. I think this guy has a little bit of a crush, but I also think you annoy him too. Like, I think he's irritated with his liking of you because he also finds you annoying. Because sometimes, you know, when you like somebody that you're annoyed by, it kind of is annoying, right? It would annoy you. Like some people, it would annoy them. It'd be like, why this person? Do you feel like this about your job? Do you feel like, I'm going to stay on the whole workplace thing, okay? I don't want to read this as another message, but do you feel like you're stuck in the middle? In the sense like, and I don't know if it's because it's your work, you don't want to say something, or, you know, you feel like you have to be a certain way, or you have to like allow the bullying because you're at work, or I don't know if this is that you want to leave. I don't know what this is, but I'm getting this kind of energy. Like, would this make sense to you? I feel like you're stuck in the middle right now, like with a decision that you're trying to make, or, you know, you may understand that in a different way. Yes, I'm caught in between because I'm going to school part-time and this job is unionized. So I'm staying for now. Okay, I get it. Okay, that makes sense. They're still not giving me, like, they're just telling me what's going on, but they're not really telling me a solution here. So let's just go slow here. Are you worried about that? Like starting over? They're still not giving me a solution. They're just telling me what's going on. Okay. What do you want her to know about this? Ha ha ha. Okay, we got a solution. Karma is a bitch. So I don't know how much this has been bothering you, but don't worry, it's going to backfire. Okay? It's going to backfire on them. In what way? I don't know. But listen, now that I'm seeing what you're writing, please start a side business. Everybody should be. You understand, guys, what's coming, right? You understand AI is coming, right? Do you understand that like now is not the time to be sitting like comfortable at your work? You need to be creative. You need to be starting your own thing. Please, the light bulb is on. Don't just stand there, okay, like scratching your head. You can do this. But the solution or the message about this situation is that karma is a bitch. So I don't know what's going to happen. It may even be spiritual. Who the hell knows? It may not even be that, he gets, talked to by somebody. This could be spiritual. Like it just unfolds naturally. But he's not going to get away with this. He's not going to get away with this. Wow, that was really random, right? You probably weren't expecting that, right? Okay, I think I know what's happening here too. There's another message for you. You're not going to be there long. You will take whatever the hell it is that you need from that place, whether it's references, whether it's skill, and you will get hired somewhere else. Okay? You will be moving on. You mentioned you were in school. That's the person here, the Page of Swords, who's in school and will be eventually leaving because now that schooling is leading to something else. Okay? I don't think you actually need to leave. I think something's going to line up in a way where you transition into something else effortlessly. But I think you had no idea that something like that would show up for your reading, right? Super serious, seriously detailed about your life, right? Okay, Sophia's next, and then I got 2 for Melody. Oh, goodness. Yes, I've been thinking, okay, yes, this has been on my mind lately. You're fine. You're fine. I would usually give somebody the advice to stand up and say something, but I feel like this is going to blow up in their face. And you're already on another trajectory as far as your path. So you're not even going to be dealing with this person for much longer. But there is something weird going on with that person, that manager. They're not just bullying up on you for no reason. There's something odd. And yeah, you probably didn't want to hear that, but I think they're a little attracted to you. But at the same time, irritated by you or can't stand you. So it's like these 2 mixture of emotions. And it can definitely look like odd behavior. Most of the time, people don't even realize when someone's acting odd. It's because of something like that. So listen, Julie, like live your life, keep your mind open, give life to that side business, and just know that you're already on a path. You're not going to be here much longer. So just kind of like in your head, laugh it off if you can. You will not be stuck in the middle. for much longer here, okay? That is the message. Sophie. You probably just needed to be told that, and then you'd be good, you know? I am Jalen. How's your salad? Julie, you probably just needed me to tell you that, you know? And now you can kind of move forward. You probably just need to hear that, like that there's more for you happening. You know, this is not it for you, you know? And then you could be okay. That's what I feel like you just needed to hear, you know? Okay, Sophie. Hi, Chitra. I keep having dreams of different people I'm no longer in contact with. What does Spirit want me to know about these dreams? Sometimes I can't remember them, and sometimes I can. Either way, I get a strange feeling every time. What does she need to know about this? Sorry about the yawning. Are you there, Sophia? Is it a man? Are they men? Are they men? Are these lovers? Ex-lovers? I knew it. The salad was good, but fast food always makes me feel lethargic. Yeah, it's really made with low qualities. So, listen, we've got the moon here. Very perfect for, you know, what you're speaking of, dream space. It's the subconscious realm, right? I'm going to tell you something here, and you may disagree with me. Oh my God, even this guy looks like he's sleeping. He's resting. I don't think they're just infiltrating your space without permission. I think you're agreeing to this. Even this is beyond the veil, okay? You're working on things with them that were not able to be worked on in the physical. And, you know, like, I don't know how deep I can go into that because I can only go so high in dimension. I'm not gonna be able to read your Akashic records, okay? Or, you know, really dive that deep into whatever it is that you need to work out with them. But, you know, you're not supposed to be remembering it, you know? So like if you are trying to remember, I don't know that that's going to happen. It does need to exist in the subconscious realm. If you know too much, and this is not me just giving you some advice, I'm actually being told this. If you know too much, it could actually affect you in your physical timeline in ways that, you know, you don't need, okay? So it does need to happen over there. You know, there are people who are able to work out things in the physical, and then there are others who cannot. But I do feel like you're agreeing to these meetups, okay? So I feel like we've got a bit of astral traveling here because you're no longer on speaking terms. It has to happen over there on the other side, or in the, not the other side, the astral plane. It is beneficial for your growth as well as theirs. So when you say strange feeling, I actually don't know if you mean negative, but it doesn't look to me as negative. I can't say that, okay? I just can't say that. Let me just see what another deck says, okay? Just bear with me here. Thank you to everyone who is liking the video. I really appreciate it. What else does she need to know about this? We've got unwilling to share. Go easy on them. And then we're going to do one more card. Hit the brakes. I'm just looking at this card because of the 7 on it. And I know the number 7 is a healing number. These cards, I actually feel like they point to whatever relationship you had with them when you were having them. It felt like this, like there was this unwillingness to share or be generous in some way. And that could be with anything, you know, not just physical items, like could be with emotions. It could be with their love. I do feel like maybe something ended abruptly with the hit the brakes, but I just heard the word they're trying to make amends. Like their higher selves through this dream space are trying to come back to make amends. And your soul needs it so that in your waking life, you can move in a certain way. Like forward, so you can move forward. Sophia, how are you feeling about this? Like what I'm saying to you? Okay, it makes a lot of sense. I think with the go easy on them, is there any way that you can change your perspective about this so that if this happens again, maybe it might be a little bit of a different experience and it won't feel so strange? Because I'm also feeling like I need to talk about how you feel about this. You may be labeling it or looking at it in a way that is not really resonating with you. And that could be why it feels so weird. What I will tell you is that this is positive. It does not feel dark or negative in any sense. And you know me. You've known me for a while. I just am not going to lie about that. I'll tell you. Okay, one last card. Let's find out what this is helping you with, okay? Let's find out what this is helping you with in your life just by having these encounters. But boy, oh boy, isn't this interesting? You know, you're talking about your sleep state. You've got the Moon, the Four of Swords, and the High Priestess, even the Hermit. That's interesting for all those cards to show up. What are these encounters with these people helping her with? Oh, wow. Okay. The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. They're helping you with your ascension. They're helping you with ascension and to bring in more light. And maybe that's through the clearing of whatever residue you have with them. Yeah, this is not negative. This is just not negative. I just don't feel it. Okay, I've got 2 for Melody, and then I've got Jalen. If anybody's watching and wants to get in, I would get in. okay? Because you would be soon. Wow, thank you, Chitra. You always help. It's amazing. That's amazing. I sent in my payment. I'm gonna try to stand on for my live because my lunch is almost over. Okay, don't worry. You will catch it. You will catch it on the playback. If you have any questions about your reading, you can always message me on Insta. I'm open to that, but do it quick so I don't forget. Okay, like don't do it in a week from now. I won't remember anything I said. Okay. All right. Let's move forward. We're going to Melody for 2. Okay. What is N? Okay, I know who. I know you so well. I know how to fill it in the blank. Okay, 1 second. Okay. I am going to be releasing a video. I've just completed it for Monday on YouTube. It's free. It's going to be on their thoughts, what they think about me, what they feel about me, and then their plans. And then the extended reading will talk about what's going to happen next between you two. So just catch that melody, okay? That will also help you, maybe too. What is N thinking about me? Oh, wow. The cards we always get for him are so depressing. They're always so depressing. Oh, man. I mean, really? I don't mean to laugh, but oh, man. Okay. What is N thinking about her? Okay, so I could talk about thoughts, but I'd have to also talk about feelings, okay? Because there's a lot here. There's a lot of inner battle, and really wondering if it's over. Now, when I say if they're wondering that could just be like, you know, when you ask the universe, is it over? It's not even really like they want to find out. It's just that I just want to be very specific with what I'm saying here. I feel like I'm just wondering, is it over? We've got ex-lover, so, you know, it doesn't have to be that you were a lover, but, you know, there's a lot of memories resurfacing. They think of you now as someone from their past. But I'm going to say another thing. I feel like they think a lot about how their feelings for you have changed. Yeah. Like, you know, what they once felt for you has kind of somehow turned a bit dark. There is this feeling like you hurt them. But they definitely wonder if it's over. Like, is there any coming back from this? Like, could we restart over? What if I planted a seed? Like, what if I offered something new? Or what if, you know, is it still like, you know, when you reached out, has it still been left unseen? Like, what has happened? Because that's going to be important for this reading. Like, have you gotten, you said you reached out. Has there been a response? because that's going to be important for this reading. Okay, I'm reading for Melody right now, then Jalen, then Ray. Yes, but he keeps posting things about our memories. Like, what do you mean by that? So he has, hold on. So he has reached out? Like he wrote you back? And when you say he keeps posting things about your memories, like, are they, like, what do you mean by that? Like photos, or like, are they cryptic? Because I'm sorry, I just don't feel like everything is okay. This doesn't give me a spread like everything is okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, so inner turmoil, like, Melody, come on. Oh my, why do people act like this actually? Like he hasn't responded. Why is he doing that? Like if you're not going to respond, then don't respond. But why give the impression to somebody indirectly through social media? People are interesting. Okay, that's interesting that you said that, because this was on the bottom. This was on the bottom. And I actually wanted to include it, but then I hesitated. So you better believe those songs are about you. You see that, right? Oh, we've got somebody playing games. We've got someone playing games. What's the advice for her about this? Does he know you watch or you can see it? Is it one of those things where he can see if you saw it? Yeah, and that's not attractive, That's the thing too, Melody. It doesn't feel like it's attractive. He's really trying to self-soothe, and this is the way he's choosing to do so. Great, whatever works for you. You know what I mean? He's trying to heal. I'm hearing like lick his own wounds. I don't feel like I'm improving though. That's the thing. There's the word improving here. I don't feel like the healing is improving. Oh, okay. Good. That's good. That's good, Melody. Let's see what the advice for you is. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. I feel like you're being encouraged to move forward and move on. At least move on in the sense of just, removing your energy. Maybe this is also talking about, the past is now behind you. Like, stop checking up on it. Maybe stop checking up on it. Maybe he needs to heal and, I don't know, lick his own wounds. There's nothing you can really do about it. You sent the message. That was it. I was waiting on us to at least become in good terms. That's not ready. He's not ready for that. He's too hurt. Do you understand? And that Tower card is what's causing him to act like that on social media. Let's just get one card from here. One card. Oh my God. If that doesn't seal the reading, I don't know what will. Do you understand he needs to do this? No, don't. Remember when I read for you back way when? Didn't I tell you that you behaving like that is what's causing his shadow work? Like for him to do the work? This is what was needed. He needed your neglect. I really wouldn't feel guilty about that. You will just be going in the wrong direction if you feel that way. I really wouldn't. You did what was right for you. That can never be wrong. Sorry, no. Let's move on to your second question. Any advice for my job interview today to maximize the chances of being hired? Okay. What does she need to know about how she can maximize the chances of being hired? Jalen, you're next, and then Ray. If anybody wants to get in on, like right now, it would be the best time because we'd be coming up soon. Best chances or advice on how to maximize the chances of being hired. How do you feel about this place? I gotta ask you that because I'm just curious. How do you feel really about that company? Is this just let's just go and, you know, like I don't feel you're super passionate about it. I don't know why. I'm going to also include this. So this is the place you work at right now. It's just a different department. You know what the really interesting thing about this is? It's like so much deeper than you probably were going to be expecting. I feel like it's meant to be yours, but I feel like someone steals it out from under you. Now, listen, that, you know, I know people are like, well, what if it's meant to be? Doesn't that go out the window? No, people get in the way of other people's blessings all the time. Now, this is also the weird thing. Oh my goodness. Okay. There's 3 parts to this. It's meant to be yours, but I feel like someone else interjects and steals it away. You find out later it was the biggest blessing. Because I think you're going to find out from this other person what it's like to be there or what they had to deal with in that role. And you were like, thank you, Jesus. That, you know, I dodged a bullet here. This is not giving advice on how to behave or what to do. It actually says you're fully qualified. So there's nothing really you would have to do because you're perfect for it. This is weird. Like you'd have to allow this to play out or something because this is like, I never seen anything like that. I don't know, like, and I could be wrong at how this unfolds, but there's another person involved. There's another person involved. Like it's between you and another person, or I don't know who's making the judgment about who will be hired. But it's like something feels like it's taken off path. It's taken off path. Like it's supposed to go like this, but then something intervenes. So listen, I'll just do my best and only opportunities will only, like I can't tell you what to do. You look super qualified. like, there's nothing in here that would indicate like that you need to be improving somehow, or I could give you advice on how to improve. You're actually qualified, like, a perfect fit. It's just that there's something else that intervenes, and it's just out of left field. Like, you will even feel like this interview goes well, but then something else interjects or intervenes, and you only find out later on, or something along that line, that you dodged a bullet. Let's see what I can get from this deck. What does she need to know about this interview? It's interesting that it says that universal energies bring you opportunity and possibility, because I feel like the universe is going to somehow interject or get in. Like, it's really magical. But you only find out about it later. So we've got a birth here. Universal energy brings you opportunity and possibility. It's a 4 card. Yeah, I don't know. I think you're going to be abundant either way. I just don't think it's going to be here. If it is that you end up here, there's something very intricate that happens. And I just, like, it's with the Wheel of Fortune, it's an unexpected event. It's an unexpected event. Maybe it is that they choose somebody else, and then something happens with that other person, and then it becomes yours, but it's something along those lines. They more want to talk to you about the magic that's happening around this situation. And I think what you said is right, only opportunities will only come my way. Yeah, that's the best attitude to have, because that's what it is anyways. You're going to be successful regardless. It's just, I feel like there's a new path with the Fool, and it may not be here. I'm not sure, but it could be elsewhere. That's interesting. You'll have to let me know how that pans out, because that's interesting. Okay, I'm going to Jalen, and then I'm going to Ray, and there's no one after that. So if you want to get in, I would suggest you do so. Am I supposed to finish my college degree? Is Jalen supposed to finish his college degree? Are you there, Jalen, or did you leave? Okay. Can I ask, that college degree, like, why are you feeling that way? Because these cards really indicate that you have the ability to be abundant, and that you should move in a new direction. I just feel like if you went to college, what would you do? Like, what would be your subject, or what would you be hoping to do with it? I think that's important to ask you before I speak. Okay, I was hoping you'd say that. I was hoping you'd say that because I felt like, you know, when people make you feel like you have to do something, it's like, but it's like on that path of like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like what I mean to say is that you'd be kind of cheating yourself out of being creative. Like you're supposed to be creative. That's really what is being urged here. And to go in a new direction. I feel like with the 10 of Cups, that's not something that's for you anymore. It was a great thought at one point, but that's not going to serve you at this point. We want you shining your light. And that's why I wanted to know what you were going to do. Because, you know, like, I don't want to knock people who have jobs, but this is about being unique. So if you told me you're going to sit behind a desk or something, I just, no. You need to be out in the limelight and being very adventurous. If you don't feel abundant right now, Jalen, it's because you're not doing any of that. You know, self-independence. I don't know. I just feel like self-sovereignty, independence, working for oneself is what's here. Now, listen. If you want to do this, that's fine, but you're going to have to juggle it with something else. When I say we, your spirit guides, they don't want you like just on that route. You need to be with your, you know, your toe in two different pools. You can't just go this one route. This card and this card really does speak to you really using your gifts, like with the sun, what you naturally have. And I think this has a lot to do with that astrology. Being a business owner is my goal. College was not resonating with me. Just wanted to confirm that I went through it. Yeah. No. Listen. Going forward, Jalen, just an FYI, in this world, that's not going to be an option for many people anymore. Like, if you want to become, let's say, a lawyer or, you know, these different types of careers that are more like serious in the sense like people depend on you, maybe, like I get it, psychology, maybe, yeah, but, you know, like, that's going to go away, you know, Jalen. So you're not really missing out on anything. Colleges and universities, they will go away. Either that or they will exist on the lower timeline. I'm not judging people who go to university. I'm not saying that if you go to it, you'll be on a lower timeline. But people in the other timeline, the 5D timeline, they will be sovereign. They will be creating their own wealth and they won't need like a certificate to do it. It will be purely out of thought, intention, and creativity. And it looks like that's kind of where you're supposed to be. Even with the Fool, you know, that path is already there. You just have to get on it. Why you're holding back, I'm not sure. Let's talk about Jalen's abundance. Let's talk about Jalen's abundance. Like, what does he need to know about abundance for him in his You're a unicorn, honey. You're a unicorn. Success, hope, freedom, healing, and magic are all available to you if you just believe. So really, the message is not college, it's your belief systems. Work on that, really. Like that's where your mind needs to be. Working on what you believe in, but like also, I don't know how you feel about yourself. Like if you would view yourself like this. The unicorn really just emphasizes that anything is possible with you. Like sky's the limit, honey. And I'm talking about wealth too. So whatever it is that you want to do, like no limitations. Seriously, no limitations, no limiting beliefs over here. That's what the message is. Okay, let's go to Ray now. Hey, curious if there was something that shifted in the timeline to cause me leaving my job sooner than when I had planned. Okay. What happened with the timeline with respect to Ray's timeline and her leaving the job? What do you want her to know about that? It was time. Oh my God. Wow. What beautiful cards. What amazing cards. You were ready. And while I do feel something happened with the timeline, I also feel to some degree that you were ready. It's a bit of both, but you may, with the world, did you let go energetically first while you were there of that place? And did you find your strength? Did you find your strength when you were there? Like, how are you acting and behaving before you left? Did you find your voice? Did you, I just feel like I've unlocked something. Something was unlocked. It does look like everything had come full circle with that job. And that job was a soul contract, okay? It was a soul contract. What is that? Let me look at the Roman numerals here. I'm just curious. 1 second. Roman numerals chart. Roman numerals chart. XXI. What the heck is XXI? XXI. I can't see for some reason. Oh, here we go. What's the Roman numeral here? I don't know why. I've never done this before with the card. What is this? XXI. What Roman numeral is that? Oh, 21? Oh, no worries. No worries. 21. You may want to look into that. I've never, ever looked at a card and spoke to that. You know that. You've been here for many readings. Oh, you were? I just feel like something had come full circle. And, you know, it's kind of interesting because I'm going to be talking about soul contracts on my second channel. And that can be with a job, it can be with anything. And when your time is up and you've learned what you've needed to learn, because everything is an aspect of us growing. So you're not just working at jobs to work at jobs, okay? You're working at a job and it's a part of your growth, whatever it is that you need to learn there. Something had come full circle. It was just time. Time's up. There was nothing more to do there. Nothing more. Yeah, I don't know if it has something to do with you being on the born on the 21st. I have no idea. But it's like those Roman numerals just stuck out to me. What else does she need to know about this? Like, I don't know if you found your independence. Like, even with the sun, it can be like you find yourself, or you find an element of yourself. Like you just, it's almost like you moved to past it, that it just frequency wise wouldn't make sense. Yeah, time was running out with the Hangman. Time was running out. Let's look into the spiritual cards. I became a then silent. It makes sense. There was nothing left to say. Oh yeah. Okay, so there you go. Let me just get a card from here. What else does she need to know about leaving her workplace, or that timeline closing with her being there? So you've got the play card. You got the play card. Have fun, celebrate, don't be too serious. I think it was time to celebrate. Like, it's like interesting with the celebrate, because we can celebrate leveling up, closing the door. But I'm going to tell you, this is also your energy that you moved into. Your energy became lighter. It wasn't a frequency match for the place. You were ready to move on and start playing. And we're speaking to work, okay? We're not talking about general. We're speaking about work. We're talking about the category of work. You need to now move into a rhythm of play when it comes to work. So no more rigid systems or rigidness. You need to start, I feel like, being loose, but celebrating your work, not just going somewhere for the sake of it, just because it pays the bills. Do you get where I'm going? You were very serious over there. Now it's time for you to not be like that. And people do feel like when it comes to the workplace or school, they have to be like that. There's that energy of that. But I think you're starting to understand that, you know, it doesn't have to be like that for you. You know, it doesn't have to be like that for you. If you want to play and make money, you can do that. You can have fun. You can have fun while you work. It doesn't need to be so serious, like how maybe it was when you were there. It can be fun. It can be different. And that's what you're ready to do now. Let's get more. I know, like, who wouldn't want to? And this is the way it was always supposed to be. That's the thing, you know? This is the way it was always supposed to be. It was never supposed to be like the other way. Let's get another card. I mean, seriously? Do you understand that you did the shadow work that was needed? And now you're ready to be more resourceful. I'm going to say this. I don't know what your situation is looking like right now. It may look like you're less resourceful than when you had the job. It's going to be quite the opposite. It will become that you will become more resourceful all around, not just dollar sign wise. Okay. In the space that you're in now, as opposed to before. I just don't feel like you've missed out or that you've lost out on anything. You are still resourceful. Maybe you will even become even more resourceful. You just have to let it pan out, play out. But you leaving is the cause of serious shadow work. So you did this, Ray. Nothing happened to you, you know? The energy was set up, but you definitely did this. Definitely. I'm not ready to leave. I am not ready to leave. So if there's anybody else who wants to book, like, you would be next. In the meantime, I'm just going to do some general pick of cards because I'm not ready to leave yet. I actually am going to leave at like an hour from now. So I'm still here for an hour. If anyone wants a reading, like, go ahead. In the description box is how you book. I'll just do some pick of cards in the meantime. Can I ask a spiritual question? I would think so. I'm a tarot reader. You're so funny. You're really funny. The spiritual questions are my favorite. Please say hello too if you're in the room. You can totally chat in the chat room. You do not have to just feel like you can only, write if you are getting a reading. You can also ask me questions about spirituality or anything that, you want or you're going through that is spiritual that you would like my insight on. It doesn't have to be... Oh, I don't know. I don't know that. Hold on. I wouldn't know. 1 second. So I'm not sure if you're like, I wouldn't know that off the top of my head. Like, I never got any download about that. I could ask the cards, but that would be like another reading. I don't think it's important to know. It may just, unfold naturally in time. But yeah, off the top of my head, I've never been given anything about that. I feel like personally, I don't think I've worked with many people. I think I've always been solo. Yeah, I think I've been solo. I think I've had many lifetimes as a teacher because my South Node is in Sagittarius and my North Node's in Gemini. And usually when you have the Gemini North Node, it's like you were a gatherer of like, it's like the North Node of like the teacher or the priest or something, or someone who like pulls people together or something along those lines. But I don't know about working with people. I don't think I've ever had a vision either or a dream of working with anyone. I feel like I was always alone. Like, I even had a past life that I saw when I had my session with Alba Weinman, where I was in the forest alone. Like I left my family, I left my village, and I was like, F this. I just have to kind of banish myself to the woods. It was the 1700s, the early 1700s. I knew my name. And, you know, I just took a cow. I had a cow. I took a cow, just, you know, whatever. And I went to the woods, and lived alone. I think I have many lifetimes of that kind of, you know, reoccurring thing, where I'm just kind of like choosing to outcast myself, you know, but I've never had any dreams of like working with anybody or in a group. Never. I think I had like I don't want to call them followers, or, you know, just like how you have subscribers. I think I had followers, stuff like that, like people who, you know, came to me for advice and stuff, but I don't think I worked with anybody. Mm-mm. Let's do a solitary path, yeah. The numbers are getting kind of low on the chat. I'm wondering here if maybe people are going back to lunch or something. Maybe lunchtime is over. Maybe they're catching me on the lunch break. I don't know. But let's do a quick pick a card, very general, on like a message you need to hear right now. A message you need to hear right now about your life. Okay, so pick a number from 1 to 3. And once I'm done that, if nobody else shows up, then I'll just kind of leave. I was planning to stay here for longer, but 12 moon is you, yeah. Okay, what do you need to know right now in your life? Okay, what do you need to know about your life right now? 1, 2, 3. Okay, if you chose 1, wow. So you're in a great energy. Okay, you're in an attracting abundance energy. You definitely, with the Empress, are on fire, okay? You may be actually, you know, educating yourself on more natural things, holistic things, getting grounded. You could be working on your beauty, fitness, all that good stuff. But you're an attraction magnet, okay? You're a magnet right now. Maybe this is also a time where you need to be more nurturing, or you're finding yourself being more nurturing to everyone around you. Just be careful of that, because when people feel the nurturing energy of the Empress, they tend to try to start milking it for all that they can. So be careful with boundaries. It's going to be important. If you chose group 2, what do you need to know right now about your life? Justice is at play. You could be in a state where you're thinking a lot about what you want to do. You're thinking a lot about, if I do this, what will it bring? Or if I take that action, what will it bring? You could be also thinking a lot about justice in life. You know, who did you wrong? Who deserves this? Who deserves that? Maybe you're trying to find the balance. Maybe you are also, with the Justice card, feeling like karma. There's a lot of karma being cleared up right now, or you're trying to heal from some sort of karma, or I don't know, like you're balancing the scales somehow in life with karma. Maybe you're trying to heal from it as well too. Maybe you're also trying to heal from justice that never took place. So, you know, people who have hurt you, who are just literally walking around and, you know, just not facing any sort of consequences for this. Interesting. We've got like 2 major arcana. That's interesting. Okay. If you chose group 3, what do you need to know right now about your life? Okay. You need to be told to take that risk, take that path. There's something trying to get your attention. There's another path. There's another route. There's another timeline, I feel like, in which you want to explore, but you could be thinking about it way too much, trying to strategize, trying to feel like, I don't know what will happen if I go that route. What will, will I face any sort of consequences? Do I really want to go that way? This could even be about a decision that you're trying to make as well too. It's not easy, but you're in limbo. You're literally in limbo right now, hovering and don't know which way to move. And it could be with your environment, it could be with your workplace, it could be in love, it could be with anything really, honestly. You are being encouraged to go for it though. You may not really know where this path will lead, but it could actually greatly surprise you. Greatly surprise you. Make you really believe in miracles, faith. You see, what's interesting about the Two of Wands is that, like, honestly, as a whole, humans really were supposed to be living like this all along, but we got taken off our path somehow with this whole like logic and being safe. We got programmed with fear, so it's really difficult to get back to that. But I'm curious, who invented the tarot cards? I actually wanted to ask myself that the other day, that question, and I never looked it up. Like, who invented? I know it says Rider-Waite, but who was Rider-Waite? Who was Rider-Waite? I'm just curious. Arthur Edward Waite, an English occultist who commissioned and designed. I don't think he created the tarot cards. I don't think he created the tarot cards. I'm sorry. I'm just getting like, I feel like it was, they were given to us by ETs. Like the first one was given out. I just feel like people back then were not going to have that capability or that frequency at that moment to create cards, like especially with the illustrations. I feel like it would have been too advanced. I mean, this guy supposedly created this deck when? 1909? Please. Oh, please. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like they were given to us. And I'm talking about these ones, the original. Because I don't know if people back then, I just don't feel like that level of consciousness and creativity doesn't feel right to me. Something's off with this. Yeah, something feels odd. Okay, well, let's see what's going on here. So no one else has paid. I'm probably gonna go. Thank you as always to everyone who always shows up for these lives. They are so much fun. They're so much fun. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. I should be going live next week again on Tuesday and Friday. I don't let you guys know ahead because honestly, I don't want to disappoint you. My life is very spontaneous. I really move spontaneously. I just don't plan anything. I do whatever I feel like doing. So when I do it, I have to be in the moment. And sometimes that can just be literally half an hour before I sit down to do it, So yeah, you guys all take care. Have a fabulous weekend. Thanks, Ray. You too. Okay, take care.